He needs that money.
Hundreds of pairs.
That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's not that expensive though, but
He's only 46. But he does this with everything, man. He's got $1 million watches.
I don't think he buys every pair.
You think they give them to him?
Yeah.
Putting lies on my name, putting lies on me and my team and my family, and hurting my business. We're not talking about millions. We're talking about billions of dollars. We can't do that. So this is my first time ever filing a lawsuit against a media company.
Shopping, spending money, living life. Money made.
Joe Rogan has responded critically to the latest revelations surrounding Floyd Mayweather's alleged financial troubles, highlighting how excessive spending can create serious problems even for the wealthiest athletes. He pointed out that financial success does not excuse failing to meet responsibilities such as paying taxes, referencing Mayweather's reported IRS issues and suggesting that unchecked luxury spending and poor financial planning can eventually lead to financial collapse.
Owe that money to the IRS. How much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
It's a lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to
It's
pay.
neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money that there's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congrats. You can sell those.
Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s legal action against Insider Incorporated marks a major shift in the story surrounding his public image. At the center of the defamation lawsuit is an article that questions the authenticity of a massive $42 million real estate purchase reportedly linked to the boxing legend. The lawsuit argues that the publication intentionally misrepresented the details of Mayweather's business activities, portraying him as deceptive or dishonest about his wealth. If legitimate, the claim involving 62 buildings would rank among the most significant individual real estate deals in recent memory. However, the article casts doubt on both the transaction's existence and its financial structure, putting Mayweather's credibility under scrutiny. His legal action appears aimed at protecting his reputation not only as a boxing icon but also as a powerful businessman.
So I know you guys want to talk about real estate. Only thing I'm doing is answer the question.
That is a real estate question.
Okay, so out of 48 years, I'm 48 years old, and I've never sued a media outlet. The media outlet throughout my life has bashed me, talked bad about me, spoke bad about my family. Now, I've always been judged because how I have presented myself when I'm promoting a fight. You cannot judge me for entertaining the people when I'm promoting a fight. Judge me for the person that you know. You can't judge me if you don't know me. So that's no different from people in this room may want to do a deal with me. But if someone going out there putting lies on my name, putting lies on me and my team and my family and hurting my business, we're not talking about millions. We're talking about billions of dollars. We can't do that. So this is my first time ever filing a lawsuit against a media company.
Mayweather's response centers on what he sees as the article's bias and its failure to include what he describes as solid documentation. According to him, his legal team gave Insider Incorporated extensive evidence supporting the legitimacy of his real estate claims. He argues that this material was deliberately ignored in favor of a more dramatic version of the story. By pointing out that this is his first lawsuit of this kind against the media, Mayweather wants to underline how seriously he views the situation. His determination to protect his reputation appears to be part of a larger strategy, presenting himself as a legitimate businessman who was unfairly targeted by irresponsible reporting to build his name and protect his reputation.
To build my name, to build my reputation, and I'm not going to let anyone go out there and smear my name and talk bad about me, talk bad about my family, or talk bad about my company.
All right, one more toughie. So
Nothing is tough.
no? Okay.
After being in the sport of boxing, dealing with the sport of boxing, there's nothing that's tough.
Fair. So that article sparked rumors that you are bankrupt. How do you respond to that? I don't think you have publicly responded
Well,
yet.
everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I mean, if we call having 2 private jets, owning 100 buildings, being able to do what you want to do, if that's bankrupt, then I'm pretty sure everybody want to live like that.
Okay, so I think we'll end with this one. When I spoke to you all last week, you were riding around Miami, you were looking to buy even more.
Yes.
Have you bought anything in the week since we last spoke?
I don't know. I was out in Miami for a while. We were looking at a few properties. I'm pretty sure for the end of the year,
Stephen A. Smith's remarks add even more intensity to an already heated controversy. He points to the lack of transparency surrounding Mayweather's business dealings, suggesting that the public image may not always reflect the full reality. While Smith does not directly dismiss Mayweather's lawsuit, he implies that there could be more to the story than the flashy headlines and huge dollar figures suggest. His doubts appear to come from the way some of Mayweather's business ventures seem focused more on appearances than solid fundamentals. The suggestion is that although Mayweather portrays himself as a successful business mogul, the foundation behind some of those ventures may not hold up under serious examination.
I can't count the amount of examples where I saw people getting laid off, and then I see somebody come up right behind and get some contract. Business does business. You never know what's behind the goal of a business per se. What you do know is the work that you put in. If you're smart enough, what value comes with that work. And then at the same time, you also pride yourself in being very, very reasonable. I haven't, and I'm not going to talk about my contract negotiations with ESPN. They are ongoing. I think the talks have been very pleasant. I think we're making progress. We'll see what happens. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, I've got decisions to make because I got a future to think about.
50 Cent's remarks carry significant weight, bringing attention to the lack of evidence supporting the real estate claim. Instead of proving his financial credibility through detailed contracts or bank records, Mayweather appears to be relying on legal action and threats. That approach naturally invites further scrutiny. For critics like 50 Cent, the lawsuit looks more like a smokescreen than a genuine attempt to address the allegations. It can be viewed as a power move designed to intimidate doubters rather than reveal the truth. In a culture that already questions celebrity claims about massive wealth, these concerns continue to connect with an audience that is becoming increasingly suspicious of what exists behind the glamorous facade.
Description where y'all can watch that in full, and as we have already seen, 50 Cent has been very involved in critiquing, taking shots at Floyd Mayweather, and when this came across his desk, he did nothing other than that. If that's the case, it's going nowhere because you didn't do the deal, champ. He must have named the writer separately to make him have to pay his own legal team. The champ is mad, and 50 most definitely promoted his brands and everything with that because 50 Cent has came into question about this deal that Floyd Mayweather has struck, showed his real estate businesses, and people started diving into it. Floyd Mayweather has been defending it, but I just realized he put this $100 million lawsuit in against Business Insider, saying that they have been going at him for a long time now, coming at his family, coming at his team, and saying these derogatory things and defaming him, so he won $100 million. The suit lost in the Southern District of New York names Insider Inc. and reporter Daniel Geiger as defendants. It is centered around reporting by Geiger about real estate deals Mayweather Jr. publicly discussed, including an agreement to buy a 62-building Manhattan apartment portfolio. Geiger reported in late March that there is no evidence that there has been a sale. According to the lawsuit, Geiger embarked on a campaign of harassment and defamation categorized by aggressive and misleading journalism that not only distorts the truth, but seems driven by a deep-seated bias against Mr. Mayweather's success. It claims that Geiger refused to review documentation proving the deals in question happened, and suggests that there's a racial component to the reporter's work.
Mayweather's attitude in interviews has often come across as nonchalant, but when questions about his finances arise, that confidence can shift into uncertainty. His hesitation to provide clear figures or specific details when facing bankruptcy rumors does little to put the speculation to rest. Instead of clearing things up, it creates even more room for questions and doubt. Public figures often depend on perception to maintain their influence. When that perception starts to weaken, a lack of transparency can make the situation unravel even faster.
So that article sparked rumors that you are bankrupt. How do you respond to that? I don't think you have publicly responded.
Well, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I mean, if we call having 2 private jets, owning 100 buildings, being able to do what you want to do, if that's bankrupt, then I'm pretty sure everybody want to live like that.
That last statement was a fact. If that's bankrupt, I'm sure a lot of people want to live like that. I'd sell a few of them planes, especially if I was going bankrupt. But yeah, wouldn't be a bad lifestyle to have. Now, Floyd Mayweather isn't the most articulate person. He does not articulate himself the best. This has been well known throughout his career. He is a prize fighter. He is a master promoter. He is a great business person. Put him behind a microphone or have him articulate himself, he's not the best at it. So if you listen to that and y'all tell me if y'all got the same vibe I did or if y'all think that I'm tripping, it sounds like he's running around a lot of shit. And it's like, all right, bro, yeah, you might be going bankrupt. But let's understand something real quick. If one of Floyd Mayweather's businesses or if his business is going bankrupt, that does not mean that Floyd Mayweather himself is broke. That means that his business may be struggling. Oh, yeah, his business may be struggling, and you could file for bankruptcy. I think it's 13 or 9, chapter 13 or chapter 9 or whatever the case may be.
Mayweather's claims of having no tax liabilities appear to conflict directly with formal action from the IRS. Allegations involving tax evasion or unpaid balances are serious, especially for someone who has built a reputation around financial success and control. This contradiction strikes at the center of his personal brand as an untouchable mogul. If the IRS is pursuing him, the image of complete financial control begins to weaken. IRS filings not only strengthen the concerns raised by critics, but could also lead to deeper scrutiny of his overall financial situation. The gap between Mayweather's confident public statements and the actual results of his investments is difficult to ignore. Real estate is often viewed as a major path toward generational wealth, yet the details surrounding Floyd's alleged $400 million property portfolio remain unclear. His claims may inspire admiration, but they do not always appear to match publicly verifiable facts. This growing disconnect raises questions about whether his empire is based on strong financial foundations or simply a carefully created image designed to protect the reputation he has built over the years.
It's Money May, Aaron Mayweather too. Go Money Green on him. Change it up. Change it up. Change it up. That's what we do. There you go. There you go. There you go. That's what we did. I need everybody, all the fighters all around the world. MMA, boxers, follow this man right here. We getting the job done. Money May, and y'all know the rest.
Social media has turned into a battlefield where competing narratives constantly collide. In Mayweather's case, the boundary between reality and public relations appears to be becoming harder to distinguish. The lawsuit may have been intended to silence his critics, but instead, it has created even more room for discussion, analysis, and debate. Fans are now questioning not only whether his wealth is as authentic as claimed, but also what motivated the lawsuit in the first place. Instead of providing clear answers, the legal action appears to have made the situation even more mysterious.
So apparently Floyd Mayweather files a $100 million lawsuit against Business Insider over real estate deal report. Damn, that's an expensive lawsuit. The lawsuit comes after a report by Business Insider journalist Daniel Geiger claimed that the 62-building Manhattan real estate portfolio that Mayweather announced he acquired never actually occurred. Geiger's report stated there was no evidence a sale was made. Mayweather's lawsuit claimed that Geiger refused to refute documents of the deal, and it was an attempt by Geiger to publicly humiliate Mayweather. They embarked on a campaign of harassment and defamation characterized by aggressive and misleading journalism that not only distorts the truth but seems driven by a deep-seated bias against Mr. Mayweather's success, Floyd Mayweather. No, damn well he did not write that. And why would he? You know, he's talking about himself in third person. That's so cringe. Business Insider has provided a statement to Front Office Sports saying, "We will vigorously defend against this meritless attempt to discredit our reporting and smear our reporter." So they aren't backing down at all. It's going to be interesting.